Overcome your fears. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Legacy isn't started with timid moves. You have to make bold moves to build legacy. Bold moves builds legacy. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shakera and I'm so excited that you're here on my channel today. So as you can see by the title, I'm gonna get right to the point. I quit my 9-to-5 jobs in order to focus on my dreams, my passions, a lot more. Small business, but not just small business, also rebranding my life, rebranding my identity, honestly going through all of these important shifts that I just don't have the time to do when I am consumed by all of the factors that come with a 9-to-5. So if you're anything like me right now and you're going through shifts or you want to explore what options you have in terms of like change in your life and your routines and everything, keep on watching. As you know, this channel is all about building legacy and it's all about self-development as well. So if you want to be a part of that conversation, definitely join in below in the comment section. So I want to start things off with a quote that just kind of came to my mind. And this isn't a quote that I came up with myself. This quote has existed for time and time. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And I think that quote for itself literally says exactly what it is. Nothing changes if nothing changes. I have been living basically the exact same pattern, cycle, day, situations in different contexts all throughout the past couple of years. And I've done a lot of 9-to-5s, but I find that it's not very fulfilling for me. You know, I want to be very genuine and authentic when it comes on to my truth. And my truth is that I don't think 9-to-5s are for me anyways, but I live in New York, I live on my own, and you know, you do have to take care of yourself. And also I have all these ideas. I have a small business that I want to launch. I have my self-care processes that I have to like do, and all these things require funding. Emergencies happen, all of these things. And so you find yourself doing a 9-to-5, not necessarily because you want to do it, but because you have to survive. Survival versus living. I feel as though for me, I wanted to live and not just survive anymore. And so I've been going through a lot of like depressive days and states and phases. And I've been feeling very sad, very overwhelmed, just very like tired and exhausted of the exact same experience that hasn't been fulfilling for me. Instead of completely wanting to eliminate myself from all of this, I really wanted to focus on a new identity, a new shift, doing something that I knew is going to be scary, but also it might give me the exact catalyst I need to be successful moving forward. And maybe if not this, that might be the thing that makes me very fulfilled. Maybe it's gonna be something along the way, but that thing won't happen if I'm stuck here being distracted by all of the things that, you know, a 9-to-5 will do to distract you. Not just a 9-to-5, life in general, but if you have life happening and you have 9-to-5s to worry about, it's very, very hard. So I want to touch on a couple of points, right? I took like a little bit of notes right here on my iPad. So just as a reference point, but I want to talk about the mental health aspect of this, the time running out aspect of this, and then alignment. I noticed a lot of things that I felt was toxic, not good for my mental health. Definitely not good because it didn't make me feel any more happier or anything like that. I was so excited about the job, of course, and I tried to maintain my enthusiasm, but I think over time with just other things happening and just a combination of things, I decided like this isn't for me, and I just don't want to force myself to be in a space that no longer is suitable for me. I don't really want to become someone just to satisfy the masses of them out there when it brings me no joy to myself. You know, I want to be someone who is happy with myself and happy with my life. I am planning to start my small business very soon, so I'm excited to launch once I have everything more figured out. But I want to give myself time to figure those things out, right? Let's talk about the mental health aspect of why I think this was probably or is going to be one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. So like I said, I was very depressed, was sad, not feeling fulfilled, no energy, exhausted, drained, all of the adjectives you can think to describe this experience right here. You know, that is how I've been feeling, and not solely because of a 9-to-5, but a 9-to-5 has been a big part of like a lot of the reason why I felt so depressed over the years. And when you combine a 9-to-5 or 9-to-5s that aren't working out, along with 7 classes in college, you got a full-time offer pending, and you have all these other things going on, relationships, just you figuring out that you don't have anything figured out in life, like it becomes a massive, like, chaotic explosion, and it gets to a point where, you know, if you're not really stable or strong enough, you could falter. You know, you could really question if you even want to be a part of this life anymore. So that was my case. Like, I was very down, I was very depressed, and working these 9-to-5s didn't help at all. It didn't help at all. And I've done a lot of different like things, you know, and none of them fulfilled me. I don't think it really serves a purpose to go into the details of like what the jobs were and what I did and all that stuff. Probably really doesn't. So there's no need. The only thing I guess that's important to take away from all those experiences is that I never really felt fulfilled doing them. Time running out is also another thing that I wanted to discuss. So like I mentioned, full-time offer looming in the future, and it's like that offer is what, 6 months away, and I study accounting and finance currently in college. I'm a senior, which means I'm going to be graduating soon, and I'll be starting my full-time career. I do have a full-time job already secured, praise the Lord, but also I realized that the time that I have now until then is very short. And once I start working full-time is full-time. You don't really have much time to focus on you. You have to be very strategic and disciplined if you're going to be doing a 9-to-5 and then doing your 5-to-9s consistently. It requires a lot of like effort. So I know that I intend to show up fully for this future that I've like worked so hard for. But also I said to myself, I want to give myself time to discover what I am capable of. And so I'm like, until then, I probably have what, 6 months, 5 months, 4 months. The time is winding down. And until then, I want to give myself adequate time to really rediscover myself, rediscover my talents, see what I'm good at, see what I'm great at, you know, make something that I could be so proud of, something towards my legacy. And for me, that one of the things I want to do towards that is a small business that I have a feeling will become a success. I'm just grateful to God that He has given me these ideas. He has given me the motivation and the enthusiasm to keep going for these things. So yeah, and legacy has become such an important thing for me in the past recent years. Let's talk about the alignment factor of this. Alignment, I felt as though this is what I'm supposed to do. I can't explain it, but you know when you have that feeling that something is what you're supposed to do and you just know that it's right? Yes. And it's kind of like how when you walk into a place and you feel out of place? Yeah, alignment. I felt as though my alignment for this season of my life, for this phase, is calling me to make a bold move. And my bold move is doing something as scary as this. I know some people are probably looking at me like, why would you, what? But hear me out. I need this time to recalibrate, okay? It's so many things I want to do. Like, I've already started my journaling journey again, and it started off a little rough because I was very hard on myself. And then I realized, you know what? I'm gonna lock in with God again. Like, I'm gonna lock in with God because God has so many things planned for my life, and I can't get to those things if I can't even get on my knees and pray, you know, and really mean it. I'm like, I'm gonna lock in with God. I'm gonna get back into the gym. I'm gonna get back healthy, and I'm gonna start eating right. I'm gonna get my rest, start sleeping. I'm gonna start studying again, learning again, reading, writing, just getting into all the things that made me feel like I was being productive towards my legacy. I'm gonna build my content. I'm gonna work on my small business. I'm gonna be working as well, but I'm gonna be working with intention. I'm going to be believing, and not just believing that there's something great out there for me, but actually working towards that. Because you know how the Bible talks about faith and works, right? Faith without works is dead. And you can't have the result that both would give if you're only doing just one of those things. I want to have both faith, and I want to work towards all the things that I want to achieve. And so I feel inspired in this season, in this shift that I'm making, right? To not just apply my faith, but also work towards the things I want. And this requires a lot of faith. Oh my goodness. This is one of the decisions that is just like scary. It's just so scary. It's very scary. It's a scary decision. It's a scary thing because I have bills. I have things that I haven't even looked at because I just haven't been able to like handle those things. And you might think it irresponsible to not just like toughen up and deal with it for a little longer. But no, my future is dependent on this. My legacy is dependent on this. So I believe in my decision. I believe in what I'm doing. I believe in this choice that I have made. And I felt it was important to share that with y'all because this is literally the foundation of my legacy. When I talk about this in the future, when people hear the stories that I write in the future, this will be a chapter for me. Overcome your fears. And like I said with the quote, nothing changes if nothing changes. You have to be ready to make that change. Be willing to make those changes in your life so that legacy can come forward. Legacy isn't started with timid moves. You have to make bold moves to build legacy. Bold moves builds legacy. I'm choosing to have faith, and I'm choosing to believe in myself, which are two things that, kind of struggled with. So yeah, I'll be back to talk to you guys later. Hey y'all, so I made it back home and I actually have some Papa John's right here. So I went and I had the conversation and I faced my fears, and I'm no longer going to be doing one of the jobs that I was doing. It was a seasonal job, so it was going to end soon anyways. So the next job that I will be doing will not be starting until the following year. So it's going to be, it is going to be starting, right? But I'm only going to be working like 1 or 2 days, and then the year is going to finish, and then they're not going to reopen the schedule until about February of 2026. So technically this just gives me like space in order to focus on what I want to do. As I told you guys, I really want to develop myself. I really want to focus on building a small business and also developing P.P.P Studios even more. So all that being said, I also want to mention that I will be taking winter courses, and I'll also be doing a full load for my spring 2026 semester. So I will be doing a lot. This is probably going to be the most calmest period for the next however long of my life. So I really hope that this time slot is going to be a time where I really lock in with myself. I told you guys everything I already wanted to do with the waking up early in the morning, having a great intentional relationship with God, studying more efficiently, having my routines locked in, wanting to go to the gym, all of these things. I really do plan to incorporate them into my life moving forward. So today marks the first day since being kind of free from at least the weight of a 9 to 5, and I feel good about it. At first I was nervous. Like I went in and I was like, oh my God, how is this conversation gonna go? I was embarrassed. I was like, yeah, I feel embarrassed because, like I hate to disappoint people. But, you know, here I am, and I have to speak my truth. I have to be honest about where I currently am in my life and about what I want for myself. So I was very honest. And I think at some point, when you've been carrying a load for so long, there's only so much more that you could take. It's only so much further that you could go with feeling tired, feeling exhausted, you know, being overwhelmed, overextended, overexpanded, like you're spread thin. And then when you have a lot of other pressures and stressors going on, it definitely does impact you. So I'm really proud of myself for how far I came. I'm really proud of myself for not giving up. I'm also happy that I decided to use this, you know, energy that I was feeling on the inside to try to get back into a more creative space and slot and, you know, exist in. This is Shakera signing off with pretty peaceful progress. Until next time.